Here are 8 hidden things in the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. First of all, before the video starts, I want you still to check out this t-shirt, a retro Godzilla vs. Kong t-shirt. This thing is fire. It arrived today. Very happy with it. Anyway, here's 8 hidden things that you missed in the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Now, of course, the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer blew all our minds. It's basically taken over the whole internet, and it's like one of the most anticipated movies of the whole year right now. And I've watched the trailer probably around 15 times. I noticed a little different thing every single time, so I'm just going to cover them all and let you know what I think here. First of all, in this opening scene full of destruction and devastation, if you pause it right at this part, right here, right over here on the screen, you can see Mechagodzilla. Now this is probably going to be the real villain of the movie. You can see its metallic frame, the red lights, and pretty much what I think the plot of this movie is going to be is that the real Godzilla is being framed for all the devastation and destruction. And the way they will do this is that Charles Dance's character will use the severed Ghidorah head from King of the Monsters and use the massive skeleton found in the 2014 Godzilla movie, putting these together to craft a Mechagodzilla to control him or whatever. I don't know, all the normal human bullshit in these movies. Seriously, these movies would be so much better without humans. Like, they just ruin everything. Next up, and this is a very cool little Easter egg here, is that if the villain is Mechagodzilla, which is pretty much confirmed at this point, then the studio titles here at the start of the movie have this blue metallic text circuit board kind of vibe going throughout the logos. There's just a little hint that the villain is something to do with technology and machines as opposed to the natural world. It's a pretty cool Easter egg. I like this one a lot. Now, one of the coolest scenes in the trailer, besides all the fighting and devastation, was this one scene here where you truly get a scale of how big Kong is. Now, this little girl that he connects with, they put their fingers up and they touch. And this is actually a shout out to a very famous painting that I'm pretty sure is called The Creation of Adam. Now, in this painting, it's basically a normal human connecting with God the same way that this regular small female, the little girl, is connecting with a godlike titan. But this image is used in a lot of media and it's based off this painting, which is pretty cool, honestly. It's a cool little feature that I picked up on. Now, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but now you see this scene where they're on the carrier. And the carrier was obviously flat. You have Godzilla on one side, Kong on the other side. And if you pay attention, Kong's side is actually weighed down more. This could mean that Kong, now that he's the same size as Godzilla, actually weighs more. I'm not 100% sure, because obviously Kong was on the other side and he got knocked back, so maybe the force has just tipped the carrier a little bit, but it is a cool little feature to notice. Now, for one little scene in the trailer, you see this room here with this guy. And it reads on the screen, I'm pretty sure it says battery systems maximum charge, and you have this exoskeleton graphic of a kaiju on the screen. Now, I'm pretty certain this confirms Mechagodzilla again. This is like a control room, obviously used to control or command the man-made kaiju monster. Now, much like most trailers or a lot of trailers these days, there's like a psycho noteboard. And these things always have a lot of information. Let's see what we can find in this one. So when you break it down and you pause it and you really look into detail, you can see a couple notes on Godzilla attacks, and you can see newspaper headlines that are confused around the Godzilla attacks. They're not sure why he's attacking. This again could lead to the whole Mechagodzilla thing, and that he's been human controlled, and that's why they don't know why he's attacking. Because obviously, like, it's not really like the regular Godzilla to do this. A couple of the other notes point out Godzilla attack sites, or sites that he's been spotted near. And these include naval bases, Apex Lab, and government buildings, which again could be man-made if they're trying to use them as like a weapon to attack these places. Now, one of the best shots of the whole trailer is Godzilla with his new forged weapon. Basically his Stormbreaker, if you want to call it that. But if you take a close look, you can see that the handle has some sort of red shine to it. The handle is actually confirmed that it comes from a tree off Skull Island, which is pretty cool. It's like a part of Kong and the Titan's homeworld. And the blade of the axe, quite clearly, is one of the spiked scales of Godzilla's back. This is such a cool feature, and I'm going to cover it more in the next point, but it is very important for the movie. Also, in this one scene from the trailer, it looks like Godzilla looks at the blade and basically can tell that that is from his back, and he looks pissed. Like I said though, the blade is made from a part of Godzilla. Now, everyone's going crazy about this. The last scene in the trailer, the part where Godzilla shoots his atomic breath, and Kong just eats it and rams it back into his throat because obviously, you know, we are Team Kong in the building, Team Kong for life. Now at first when I watched this, I thought the blade was blocking the atomic breath. But if you look closely at the blade, it actually looks like the blade is absorbing the atomic energy, it's sucking it in, ready to put it back out. Kind of like Black Panther's suit in the Vibranium. It's absorbing all the energy, storing it inside the blade, and then when he does hit Godzilla, it creates a massive explosion, putting it all right back at him. If anything, the last thing I got from this trailer is that basically Thor should have learned from Kong. Kong went for the head.
You should have gone for the head.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more breakdowns, obviously we have WandaVision every single week. We have our reviews, reactions, and Easter egg hunts. Then subscribe down below if you want to talk about this stuff. Discord server link in the description, of course. Thanks for watching. I'll say it one more time. Team Kong, it's an easy fight.